Welcome back, Guardians. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. And today is the day we're going to finally look at the new Pokemon leaks that have come out a few days ago. I haven't got the chance to look at all of them. I have looked at a few of them here and there. I've seen a few on Twitter. But we're going to go ahead and look at all of them and see which ones I like the most. I'm going to give you guys my opinions on the Pokemon themselves. And let me say, this is my opinion. Everyone has a different opinion. Everyone has a different taste. So before you guys go down in the comments, getting all mad because I didn't like your favorite Pokemon, don't do that. Got it? All right, let's get right into it. All right, so we're going to start with the 3 starters. Now, obviously, I have seen them before, but I haven't seen their evolutions. I've seen little pictures of them, but I haven't actually got to look at them. So let's just go ahead and do that now. First off, we're going to start with Grookey. My thoughts on Grookey, he doesn't look too bad. I feel like, the design looks similar to Chimchar and Trico, but it's okay. It's not too bad. It's not a bad. I don't usually pick grass types. The last grass type I picked was Turtwig, so this is literally like Turtwig, but it's not too bad. It's not my least favorite one, but Thwackey, moving on to his evolution, second stage. Nothing really that impresses me. He's got his drumsticks, and that's about it. And then we move on to Rillaboom, which I actually really like Rillaboom, guys. So I've seen a lot of people hating on him because of his drums, and they think he's stupid. I think it's pretty cool. He's got some drums, and that kind of stands out to me when I look at Pokemon. I want unique stuff, and with all these new Pokemon coming out, we're over 1,000 Pokemon at this point. I don't even know. I can't even keep up with it. But we need stuff that stands out and stuff that's unique, and I feel like Rillaboom is one of those Pokemon. So as of right now, Rillaboom's my favorite, and I'll probably go with Grookey, but let's keep going forward, guys. So we have Scorbunny. With Scorbunny, a pretty good looking starter in my opinion. I think Scorbunny looks cooler than Grookey. I love fire types. I always go with fire types pretty much in every single game I play. Fire is just my go-to. We got Reboot. I guess that's how you say it. Reboot as the second stage. Nothing really standing out for me, kind of like Thwackey. It's the second stages for me. I don't really think there's really much to them. They don't put much thought into them as much, of course, as their final stage, but it doesn't look too bad. It kind of just looks generic. And then we go into Cinderace. Okay, so there's not a high quality picture here for me to kind of really dive into Cinderace. But from what I can see, he has just some giant ears going up, and they look like static electricity. Now I doubt this is going to be an electric type Pokemon, but it looks really cool. I like the color scheme on it. I don't know if those eyes right there, they kind of look human a little bit. If we're gonna go down that route, I really hope they don't. But Cinderace kind of reminds me a little bit of Blaziken. Now, obviously, there's going to be similar comparisons, and that doesn't mean that these Pokemon are bad or that they're reshuffled, rehashed as old Pokemon. That just means that they're similar. There's so many Pokemon out there, they're gonna be similar. So it is what it is. Cinderace, not too bad. I do like Rillaboom a little more just because of the drums. But let's move on to Sobble here. So Sobble is probably my least favorite out of the 3. I don't know. He just looks kind of shy to me. He's just not a Pokemon that I would want on my team. But nonetheless, he kind of looks like a Mudkip if we had to go in that sort. Next up, we're going to go to Drizzle. Again, I don't know what is this. Drizzle, again, my least favorite of the 3. And it's not showing. Oh, there it is. Inteleon. Okay, so Inteleon looks cool. I like the color scheme with the black, the blue, and the yellow. It's not really wowing me too much. I think it's okay. I think it's kind of on par with Cinderace. I think Cinderace and Inteleon kind of have that same look for me, at least in a sense. And Rillaboom has that drum, kind of a big guy, afro for leaves and stuff. It looks really cool. All 3 of them, I'm not completely blown away by really any of them, but I'm not underwhelmed either. They look fine. They're not bad. So next up, we're gonna move on to Rookidee. Okay, so Rookidee I haven't seen before. This looks pretty cool. We have to have that bird type. That flying type, and it looks pretty cool. I like the color scheme on it. Next up, we're moving to Corvisquire. The second evolution doesn't look too bad. I like the darkness of him, the dark flying type. I love that. And then we go on to Corviknight, which I've obviously seen before. He was one of the first Pokemon ever shown from this game, and he just looks awesome, guys. I cannot wait to have him on my team, and yeah, he's gonna be freaking awesome, guys. All right, so after Corviknight, we've got Skavowit, what is that? Like a little squirrel, his tail's wrapping around his mouth? Like, what's going on here? Is that a trash bag? Like, I don't have like high-res images. These are just like the leaked images, so I can't really see. I can't tell if that's a trash bag on his back. Looking at his evolution, it's obviously not. Interesting Pokemon. Going with Greedent. What's he looks like? He looks like the guy from Alice in Wonderland. He totally looks like that guy. You know, just two normal type Pokemon, nothing that really is blowing me over the water. Now, Wooloo, I have obviously seen Wooloo before. Very cute Pokemon. It's going to be one of those, I feel like it's going to be one of those Pokemon that kind of blows up in the mainstream and everyone's going to want. I feel like it already has. It's pretty cool. And Dubwool, pretty cool actually. You know, Wooloo's like really cute, fluffy, and then you got Dubwool with the horns coming back. I think Dubwool is actually pretty cool. So moving up, we got Gossifleur. I like this Pokemon. I have seen this one before. I just like the idea of it and its evolution, Eldegoss. It kind of just blooms and grows. Presentation-wise, it doesn't look overwhelming to me, but they do look pretty cool. I think it'd be a pretty cool Pokemon. Now, one that I really do love is Nickit. So, a red fox Pokemon here. It kind of reminds me of Absol in a way, or Houndoom. So I love those dark type Pokemon. Houndoom and Absol are one of my favorite, or two of my favorite Pokemon. I do love them very much. And with Nickit and Thievul, with the mustache coming up here on Thievul, you know, obviously looking like a thief, he looks pretty dope. So I do like those two Pokemon. Good design. Something a little different. We're kind of going back to like the dark dogs. But, you know, with Thievul, he does have that mustache and looking like a thief. He looks pretty cool there. Next up, we have Yamper. I have seen Yamper. And one thing I will say is I love the lightning dogs. From Electrike to Shinx, I just really love the lightning type dogs. I've always played with them in my games. And Yamper, he looks really cool. I do like him. But Bolt Thund, that is freaking cool. I do really like that style. I'll probably pick up the lightning dog. You know, it's probably going to be an early game type of Pokemon, so I'll definitely pick him up and he'll definitely be on my team. Next up, we have Milcery. Man, I've seen the evolution with Alcreme or Alcreme or however they want to say it. Bad idea. Just there's gonna be so many jokes and memes about this Pokemon. I don't really like them. I see where they're going with it, but really just not my style. They won't be on my team. Different type of, you know, fairy type Pokemon, but nothing that I'm gonna use. Definitely, I'm not sure about that decision on that Game Freak. So now we have Biltbug, another bug type Pokemon here. Not really anything, you know, just I feel like the bug types don't really get enough love in the game, but you know, they're just not as powerful enough, you know. And its second evolution here, Dottler, just looking like a boulder there. It's looking like a rock. And then we have Orbeetle. So I will say this, the bug evolutions third stages always look really cool in my opinion. Orbeetle, I love this. It reminds me of Ladybug and Ledian. I actually remember playing Pokemon Indigo back in the day. If you guys remember Pokemon Indigo, comment down below if you guys ever played that game. I played that so much. But if you guys remember, if you guys did play Pokemon Indigo, I played with Ladybug and Ledian a lot. Like, they were on my team, so this reminds me of them, obviously, with the Ladybug. Orbeetle actually looks really cool to me. I really do like that design. Next up, we have Morpeko. I love Morpeko. I have seen him looking like Pikachu back there. I definitely will be picking up Morpeko. I haven't seen a lot on like different aspects of the gameplay. I've been trying to kind of keep it a secret. That way I can kind of go in blind. You know, obviously I wanted to look at the Pokemon, but Morpeko, I hear like once you like change his emotions, I guess, he turns from light to dark. So we'll see how that plays out. He looks really cool. You know, he just looks like a Pikachu, and you gotta love Pikachu. Next up we have, is that Choodle or Chutai? I can't see if that's an I or an L. I'm like super zoomed in here as much as possible. This looks funny. What is this? His head is so massive, and he has a little spike on the top. His cheeks look cool, and he has a little shell on the back. I like this Pokemon. It's kind of something a little different, a little funny. I like that. Moving up to Dreadnought. Dreadnought looks like a freaking beast, man. He looks awesome. So I might incorporate Choodle or Chutai, whatever it is, into my team because it looks pretty cool. I like the first and second evolutions. Next up, we have Hatenna. I've not seen this chain of evolutions yet. It reminds me of something from like a Mario and Luigi tag team game. And they have like a wizard hat on top and just kind of like a pillow or something is what it reminds me of. And then we move on to its second evolution of Hatrim. Not sure how I'm feeling about that. Just kind of, it's okay. It's not blowing me out of the water. And then its third evolution, Hatrian, kind of the same thing. Oh, they're all the same. I didn't even realize Hatina, Hatrium. Okay, this one kind of reminds me of Misdrevious here with the hat. But it's a fairy type instead of a dark type. Maybe that's what they were going at. So if that's what they were trying to do, that's pretty cool. If not, it's an okay Pokemon. I probably won't play with it. Holy crap, I haven't seen this before, but Arukada? That is awesome. A torpedo fish? Yo. Should I play as the torpedo fish or should I play with Chudel or Chutai? I'm going to call it Chudel because I think that's an L, but actually, I can't tell. It doesn't matter. Arukada looks freaking awesome. Barraskewda. I like Arukada more just because he looks like more of a torpedo. Barraskewda reminds me of, God, what is it? I can't remember. The Rinclad or Rincade Pokemon with the head. But I do like Arrakuda. Very, very cool. Next up we have Cramorant. You know, just kind of like another Pelipper, Seagull type of Pokemon, or yeah, a Seagull type Pokemon. Not really blowing me away. It looks okay. I guess if you like that, if you like Pelipper, you got a new Pokemon to play as. So I did hear something that like Cramorant was gonna be able to like go into the water and like catch a fish or something in the middle of a battle. So I'm not really sure how that works. Like I say, I don't know the gameplay elements. I've tried to stay away from like actually watching gameplay. But that would be really cool and another like added element to the game. Next up we got Silicobra and Sandaconda. Nothing really special for me. Like nothing really jumps out. I probably won't play as these guys or play with these guys. If they do something with Sandaconda's tail being like wrapped around its body, I'm not sure if like they can incorporate some type of gameplay into that like they're doing with Cramorant. Maybe that'd be pretty cool, but as of right now I probably won't pick them up. Next up we have Sinistea. It's a little teacup there, and Poltergeist. Okay, something different. Okay, not too bad. Not something that like I would necessarily play with, but it is something different, and like I said earlier with Rillaboom, I do like that it's unique, so that is a thumbs up on that one. Next up we have Roly-Coly. Ooh, that looks freaking cool. And then we have Corkle and Colossal. Yeah, oh, they're fire types and ground types. Is that what it is? That is awesome. Okay, so this is going on my team most likely. Roly-Coly. Let's start with him. I love the eye right there. Just the eye. I imagine that's fire. If it's a fire type, it's just like have the fire on the eye. That is freaking awesome. Corkle, like I said, I can't see much. It looks like just a second, obviously it's a second stage, but a premature like Colossal. He's kind of like bent down on the ground, has like his arm in front of him. But Colossal looks freaking awesome. He's just massive, has like a throne on his back. That looks cool. I really, really like that Pokemon. Next up we have Q-Fant and Copperajah. Man, I don't really. It's cute. It gives you that like childish vibe to it. So it's not something that I would necessarily play with, but maybe a child. I would see a child definitely playing with this Pokemon. It is different. It is kind of just like a cute little elephant, and I know we've had elephant type Pokemon before with like Donphan, but it is pretty cool. I like the colors on it. Copperajah, I can't really see much. I don't like the color scheme. It looks kind of jumbled to me. But you know, I like Q-Fant, not bad. And then we got Impidimp. That's cool. I've seen this one before. Impidimp. That is awesome. And then we got Morgan and Grimmsnarl. What the heck? Are these dark fairy types? Yo, I'm about to play with these guys as well. These are awesome. Definitely something different. I really, really do like them. Let's start with Impidimp. I mean, just like a small, he reminds me of, God, what is that? Pinky? Is that the, obviously it's pink, but Pinky, the character, I can't remember. I'll put a picture up of it if I can find it. Next up, we've got Morgan. I like how he's kind of like turning green and coming up his body, and then Grimmsnarl turns like completely dark with his green horns coming up in his face. That looks really cool. I love that design. I wish Grimmsnarl had a little bit more like maybe pink in him. I think his chest is pink. Maybe he has like a gem or something on his chest that's pink. I can't really see that much, but man, I love those Pokemon. Those are actually really, really dope. After that, we have Toxel. Okay, I like this. Very cute, different, and it looks kind of like a dinosaur in a way with his head. It kind of looks like, God, I can't think of the Pokemon. It was in one of the gens that I didn't play much of. It was was it Axe? No, it wasn't Axel. What was it? Had the, yeah, it looked like that thing. I can't remember what it was, but that's really, it's a poison electric Toxtricity. That looks freaking dope, guys. Yo, there's so many Pokemon here that I'm like, I would definitely put these in my team. That is awesome. I love the purple and yellow color scheme on that. And he's just like standing up and he's got like a mohawk of electricity, if that's what it is. That's freaking awesome. Okay, like it. Next up we got Snom. You turn the M upside down, it's Snom. What? Bug. Ice type, I guess. Not really sure what's going on with this one. Frosmoth. Not wowing me, guys. You're not wowing me. I'm sorry. Pass. Next up, we got a Sizzlipede. I guess that's Sizzlipede. This one looks like a strip of bacon. Actually, I'm kind of hungry now. I like his little mustache coming down, if that's supposed to be. Oh, it is. Oh, I didn't even look at Cyndaquil. Centiscorch. That is freaking awesome. Mustache. It reminds me of Endeavor from My Hero. Man, that's freaking awesome. Bug fire type. Bro, there are so many cool new Pokemon. That is really, really cool. I like that. I like that Pokemon. Awesome. Great. Man, great design. Thumbs up on that one. Next up, we got Clobblepus. Why? It's kind of cool, I guess. You know, like a little punching bag. He looks like a punching bag. A little tiny octopus fighting Pokemon. Okay, I'm coming around to it. Not bad. Still not great. And next we got Growlithe. Its evolution. I like Clobblepus more. I like the color scheme of Grapplite, but I don't know. I don't think I'll use either of those Pokemon. Next we got Duraludon. That looks freaking cool. It looks like it doesn't have an evolution. It's a dragon type. That might be cool. It reminds me of just like Palkia and Dialga kind of, but like shrunk. Not sure how I feel about it. It looks okay. Next up we got Stonjourner. That's cool. Kind of like just a giant stone Pokemon. What's that Yu-Gi-Oh? There's a Yu-Gi-Oh card that looks exactly like this. I can't remember what it is. It's been so long since I watched Yu-Gi-Oh. But that's not bad. It's not like overwhelming. If the top of his head right there is like a temple, kind of like it has like steps going up and then it has a top. I can't really tell. Like I said, I see his face, and but if that is like a temple on top of his head, that would be really, really cool. I doubt it is, but not bad. Not a bad Pokemon. Next up, we have I can't speak. Pincurchin. Not wowing me, just like a ball of spikes. That's okay. And then we got Edidie. That looks cool. Okay, I like this. It reminds me of Blissey. It's Blissey. It reminds me of Blissey in a way. So that's actually really cool. I like that. I like that Pokemon. Not something that I'd probably use necessarily, but I do like the design. I really do. All right, moving on. We have, why is there an apple on my screen? Oh, wait, this is actually really cool. Applin. Okay. Is that a dragon type? What the heck? That is awesome. Okay, so I like how it's just an apple, and then the leaves and the seeds are pretty much like seeds would be his eyes. And then we have Flapple, where he's like breaking out of the shell. That's really cool. And then we go into Appleton, which turns into like this giant looking, he kind of looks like the dragon from Pete's Dragon, but like slumped over and half his body is an apple. That's really cool. It's an apple pie he turns into. That's awesome. So the next one up is Eskew or Eskew or however you say it. I love this Pokemon. I have seen this Pokemon get so much hate. It is so funny. Is it a good design? No. Is it overwhelming? No. But it's hilarious. It is like a meme Pokemon. It's just a penguin with a block of ice on his head. Oh my god. It's one of those that you're just like, why is this in the game? It's so simplistic and so dumb, but it's so funny. I love it. All right, next up we got Dreepy. Is that a ghost dragon type? Like I said, I cannot see very well, but that looks pretty cool. You know, it's okay. Ooh, Dracloak looks freaking awesome. I have seen okay, yeah, I've seen the evolution. He's got the little guy on top of his head, and he looks like a Blackhawk airplane, and then you got Dragapult, man, looks freaking awesome. Like I say, he's got the Blackhawk. Look, if you guys haven't seen a Blackhawk, I'll put a picture up. And he's got the torpedo missiles coming out of his head. That thing looks freaking awesome. All right, next up we've got Fatkins. Is that what that says? Fatkins or Falcons? I can't read that. Hopefully that doesn't say Fatkins. That's weird. I'm gonna have to say no to this one. I don't know what's going on. It's just an extended centipede. It's like the same image over and over and over on top of each other. I don't like it. Oh my god. Dracozolt and Arctozolt? Are these aren't legendaries, are they? They're not, yeah, they're different types. That's freaking awesome. Okay, so we got Dracozolt. I love the red on the gold. That looks freaking awesome. This has to be a legendary, right? Like, I feel like these are too cool not to be legendaries. Those are freaking awesome. No, they're probably not. I mean, they're probably just like Dragonite, which is a legendary. But Dracozolt's actually really cool. Next up, we have Arctozolt. I can't see its face because it's kind of blending in with the background. It's just very white. But I think it has something coming off its head, and it's blue. I like Dracozolt more. I don't like how Arctozolt's kind of just sitting in like a ball of snow. But if I could see its entire body, it'll probably look a lot better. So I like those two. That's really cool. Next up, we have Dracofish. I looked at its head and I was like, okay, not bad. And I looked at its body and it's like dark green and red and then light blue and white on the top. I don't like the color scheme on that. Don't really like that. And then Arctofish. Are those feet? I can't tell if it's... Here, let me see if I can't scroll over. Does it have feet? I can't tell if it has feet or not. But it's just like a shield with feet or fins or something like that. I don't really like that. It is what it is, but I don't really like that. All right, so next up we have obviously the legendary, the two legendaries. Wait, these are different form? What is this? Hold on. Are these different forms of the Pokemon? Yeah, okay, so Zacian's different form. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know the gameplay elements, so I don't really know what's going on here. And Zamenta, okay, both have like inverted color schemes. That looks freaking awesome. They're really dark. And then Eternatus, he looks pretty dope. He looks pretty scary. Okay. I like the purple kind of glowing off of him, coming off of him. It looks pretty dope. Okay. Next up, we have Morpeko. Okay, so these are kind of like out of order. Morpeko's other evolution, or other side of him. Toxtricity's other side of him. Edity's other side. Okay, so these are just the different versions of the Pokemon. So Morpeko looks awesome with the purple and black. I really like that. Toxtricity, his purple scheme. I like the other scheme better. Going with the yellow with like the mohawk on top. I guess he does have a mohawk, kind of. I can't really see that. But it looks like a blue, like ice blue type of mohawk. So that's really cool. Edity's, where did Edity go? She's over there. It's really nothing. Escu's, he just kind of melts into like a pumpkin. Like, it looks like a pumpkin. I like his strand of hair that goes up. So not too bad. And then the, oh my, Eternatus's other form was freaking awesome as well. I like Eternatus's other form. His head just kind of comes off. It looks like the thing from Forza Horizon. Yeah, no. Horizon Zero Dawn. Forza Horizon. Horizon Zero Dawn. What is that? That long neck. I think they're just called long necks. Interesting. Next up, we have some that aren't named. So we have Persiker and its evolution, or its first stage. So it looks like a Meowth. I don't like the first stage, but the second stage, Persiker looks freaking awesome. He looks like a dark Meowth. That looks freaking cool. Next up, we got a My Little Pony. Okay, My Little Pony. I'll take it. It doesn't look... It looks exactly like a My Little Pony, guys. But its second evolution, this unicorn-looking thing looks freaking awesome. I might actually have to play as that. Next up, we got Surfetch. This is awesome. I've seen Surfetched, obviously. It's holding its leak, and it extends into a sword, and then it has its shield. That thing is freaking awesome. I really, really love that. Next to it, we got the Wheezing with the top hat. I really do like that. What is that? Mr. Rhyme? I did not... Is that... Okay, so we got Mr. Rhyme here. This is weird. Okay. Interesting. Interesting color scheme. And he's got like a clown. Awesome. Then it's evolution here. It just looks like a Mr. Mime. I'm not sure if it's... Alright, so I think it is. They are the Galarian forms on this page because it's next to the Wheezing, the Surfetch, and then the Stunfisk is next to it. So that's actually pretty cool. The Stunfisk. Why does that need a different form? Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. I never really liked Stunfisk in the first place, but it's whatever. Next up, we got Zigzagoon and Lycanoon, and then Obstagoon. I've obviously seen these before. These look freaking awesome. I love the black and white color scheme here. And Obstagoon just looks like a really... He looks like a Pokemon that you'd find from first gen. He looks really cool. I really do like him. And then we get next up, we got Yamask and Renogarus. Interesting. Okay. I like the Rune Regus is probably what it is, but the Rune Regus, how the Yamask most likely just evolved and it got everything. That's pretty cool. Got all its runes back. That's actually cool. I like that. All right, guys. So it looks like that's all the Pokemon that were leaked so far. I'm not sure if they're going to be putting any more into the game. I haven't really looked into anything more other than just looking at the Pokemon. I kind of wanted to keep the gameplay and the information about the game a secret until I actually get around to playing it, which will obviously be on midnight because I'm going to get it in a midnight release. Comment down below if you guys are getting it on midnight or you guys have to wait to the next day to get it. I also want to know down below, what is your favorite Pokemon or Pokemon evolution chain that got leaked? Mine is probably either Applin or Dreepy. So those are probably the two evolution chains that I really, really like. If I had to choose one Pokemon, Eascue is really funny. He's just like a meme Pokemon. I really like him. If not him, I like Impident. Man, there's so many good Pokemon. Arrokuda, there's so many. I'm not going to go through it again, but I did really enjoy a lot of these Pokemon that got leaked. If you guys did enjoy the video, definitely hit that thumbs up. And if you want to see more Pokemon and gaming related videos in your subscription feed, definitely hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. It would really help the channel grow, and it would mean a lot, guys. So I thank you for everything, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day.